Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Another Sea of Thieves video today, and it's the start of a mini series that I'm going to be starting, and it is just a tour of each island. Okay, so before we start this video, if you're finding this interesting or helpful at all, then do please consider liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing. Okay, so we're going to crack on. This is Ancient Spire Outpost. It's one of 7 outposts, and it is home of the Unicorn pub or tavern, depending on which way you want to call them. Obviously you get your booze here. Duke, when he's not freaking out, he gives you quests to start with normally for the Build Rat's adventures, and also that's where you claim your rewards. This one is at the top of its hill as well, so you get a good vantage point of having a good old look out and about in the world. There's also this part here which doesn't really have anything in it too much. The only thing really worth mentioning is if you literally come outside the pub here, or the tavern, there are a couple of barrels just on the higher bit there, but the majority of the stuff is down below. My favourite method is going here, dropping onto this bit, dropping down again and there, and then you don't take any damage. So the first shop is situated on the higher level, and this is Colin, and he is selling clothes. Obviously I'm trying to show you as well in this tour of all the places where the barrels could be. I may miss some. If I do, let me know in the comment section and we'll fill in the blanks. Next up is the weapons, and the character is Wilma. I previously mentioned this as well in a previous video, that each of the characters' first letter of their name. So this one's Wilma, she's weapons. Colin was clothes for C, and it should work out that these are tools, which is Tim, even though it's called an equipment shop. So the next place of interest is obviously Order of Souls. She's over here. Madam Olwyn, Order of the Souls. Herbert the Hoarder is over here, and of course the usual of the Merchant Alliance is over here on the dock. That is Senior Trader Mildred for the Merchant Alliance. The only one that doesn't really apply to the rule of thumb there is the Gold Hoarders. But then they are called Gold Hoarders, so I suppose they're using H's for Hoarders. So most of the barrels are situated in and around these areas. There's one there, and obviously there's always some on the dock. Oh, don't forget the shipwright as well. She's Shelley, so you see shipwright is Shelley for S. The other thing as well is this side dock. You have a lot more barrels here, and if you swim across over to that area there's more barrels there as well. So this place has quite a good amount of barrels to start off with. Oh, these ones at the back, forgot to mention these. Also very close. So apart from the tavern, which is at the top, most of this is quite compact and easy to gain access. It is one of the easier outposts to actually cash in your items. I find that you could literally just put up at the side of this dock, or you could go to this beach part here, but do be aware of the lower ground so you don't take damage. Okay, so I'll show you on the map also before we end this video. This tour, micro tour I should say, is situated southeast of the main map, and it was originally at the edge of the world as such, but obviously now we have the Devil's Roar area, which means it's no longer at the edge. Devil's Ridge is below it, the Crow's Nest Fortress is to the side, and Barnacle Cay is just above, and then obviously to the right is all of the Devil's Roar area, and directly right is Morrow Peak's outpost, which is quite interesting. I didn't know it was quite centralised in the sense of that. So there you go, that was the little tour of Ancient Spire Outpost. This is mainly for new players more than the old, because most of the people that have been playing this a while will know all of the islands and where they should be by now, just off by heart, and what they have to offer as well. It's worth pointing out that I will do the other outposts. They do all have the same shops in them. There's not much difference. It's just mainly about location for these videos. But yeah, it looks pretty cool at night as well. Nicely lit up. You should be able to see the place. That's always an advantage. You get to see them all lit up, the outpost. So if you do lose your bearings, then usually it will be an outpost. if it's very lit up like this. But yeah, it's quite a cool little one. I like going over here. There was a lot of random loot at Devil's Roar back in the day, so I used to come to this one and then check for random loot at Devil's Roar and then head back. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If it has been helpful for you, like I say, do like, share and comment and subscribe. And yeah, we'll crack on with the rest of the islands in the very near future. Have a great rest of your voyages, guys, and take care.